Hello everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Kingdom Hearts Chain of Memories here at Level Story Plays. Last episode, we made our way through Destiny Islands, and Sora had a lot of confusing things thrown at him, and I had to deal with a lot of frustration trying to farm map cards. I just want to throw this out there because I think during the episode recording, I was a bit... I was frustrated, right? And I didn't think to say that as I was recording, I ended up reaching out to my friends because I was asking them, hey, does anybody know where I can find map cards, or specifically an 8? Or like how I guess you can't find those cards, but is there a way to like manipulate the game so I can find it? Or, like, what do I need to do that I'm not doing right now? And I ended up going into a Discord voice chat with them, and I don't know what powers they have. They did not do anything in my game, obviously. They just watched me play. But I think it's a testament to the Kingdom Hearts motto that my friends are my power, that within a short while, I ended up farming an 8 card. And then when I needed a 0 and didn't have it, I went back to Discord and very quickly got a 0. So shout out to my friends who were definitely my power during last episode's recording. Without them, I'm not sure I would have gotten what I wanted, and I would have been playing for hours and hours. It just would have been a mess. Thank you to my wonderful friends for trying to help me and then being there with me while I did some farming. But today is a new day of recording, and I'm excited for what's ahead. So real quick, I reworked my deck. Yes, I did the thing. The thing I've been dreading, I did. After recording yesterday, I went back to Discord with my friends, and I built a deck, and they watched and gave their advice, and it was awesome. And, it's not a perfect deck. I think there's going to be a lot of experimentation in some regards, but I did fight a few enemies here in Destiny Islands with my new deck, and I feel pretty good about it. So we'll see what happens, but yes, a new deck has been built. I had lots of card points to work with, so I'm feeling pretty good. I think it's going to be a fun time. But yeah, without further ado, let's continue our way through Castle Oblivion. Nominee! It's not you. The person most special to me. It's not you. No. The girl you care about. The one who was always with you. It's not me. It's her. But who is she? I can't think of her name. If she's so special to me, why can't I remember? It's because I went into your memories and... Let me explain this. Plain and simple, your memory is a train wreck. You're not the one who's meant to protect Nominee. I am. But you and your messed up memories will always get in the way. Yeah.
This is it. Fire!
I kind of messed up my cards there, so... Oh no. Oh no. I'm not doing too hot right now, I'm gonna be honest. That didn't reach.
This is it. Here. Fire! Heal.
Go Cloud.
Fire! 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 Take that!
Ah.
Here! Take that! This way! Fire! Fire! Take that!
Oh, come on.
Gotcha!
Oh, man.
Fire!
If this works out...
Take that! Here! Here! Fire!
Good time for me.
Fire!
Try to roll away. Okay.
Fire! Gotcha! Fire! 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 Fire!
This is such a botched fight on my part.
Fire!
Oh. Oh no. Oh no. No, I didn't mean to do that.
Fire! Here! Fire! Fire! Here!
That's such a bad fight on my part. So bad. but it worked out. It worked out. I'm over leveled and I like my deck, but that was... I'm so sorry. That was not... That was... Ugh. I was hoping these Let's Plays, like, I know I shouldn't be hard on myself, right? But I'm always like, I want to do well. I want to feel like I'm improving. And that felt very botched. I was sure I was going to die. And I'd be able to, you know, learn from my mistakes. And I sort of did, but it got botched pretty early on. And all my slides kind of got messed up. And, well... But I guess I shouldn't complain because we won. So, yay. Riku! Want some more? Sora! Riku, why? Looks like I win. Stop! Riku, no! You're through, you fake. I said stop. Riku? Riku! Riku! What did you do? What did you do to Riku? She broke his heart. More like smashed it, really. Smashed? But that means he's... Ah-ha-ha. You're so much fun to watch. If it's Riku you're worried about, then worry no longer. Riku was never here. What do you mean? You want me to tell you? Gee, I don't know. I just hate spoilers. Quit playing games. All right, have it your way. It'll kill you to hear this, but I can live with that. That thing lying there is a puppet Vexen made. Nothing more than a toy. It's laughable, really. It called you a fake, but it was the fabrication all along. A fake? A fake Riku? Fake in every way. It was only finished recently, and without any past, how could it remember anything? Its memories with Namine were planted, not real. All this time it's been picking fights with you over bogus memories. Isn't that right, Namine? Behind that cute little face, you do some awful things. No, not Namine. You are so stupid. Don't you get it? Messing with people's memories is about all she's good at. She steps into people's hearts and rearranges their memory. If she wants, she can even draw new memories of things that never happened. The girl you've been dying to protect is a manipulative witch who shackles people's hearts with phony memories. Then my memory, everything I remember, it's... lies, lies, all lies, an illusion Namine made. Binding you in the chains of your own memory was central to our trap. It makes me tingle to think how easily you were duped. This was our chance to make the Keyblade Master our puppet. We nearly had you. But that jerk Axel used Namine to wreck everything. He betrayed us. You'll pay. Don't. Excuse me? It's a little late to grow a conscience, witch. Last I checked, you're the one who got him into this mess. I know, but... I should tell you that I am in an extremely foul mood. Thanks to you, all our plans are toast. Namine! What? Do I detect distress? You don't even know her. Maybe not. But I still made a promise. I promised Namine I'd keep her safe. Maybe my memories are fake, but they're still mine, and I'm gonna be true to them. What an idiot. There is no promise. There never was. You are delusional. Must you insist on playing the hero? Oh, whatever. It's your funeral. Nighty-night, you sham. Oh, hell yeah, Goofy! And Donald. Oh, my boys. My dad's. You have to go through us. Donald, Goofy, you came back? Of course we came back. We were worried about you. We weren't about to let you have all the fun yourself. Right. It's always been the three of us. And it always will be. Got it, Larksine? Have it your way. Thrice the pain for you means thrice the fun for me. I was kind of hoping I wouldn't have to fight her.
Fire! Take that! This is it! Here! Here! Take that! Here! Heal! Gotcha! Fire! Fire! Take that! Goofy! Gotcha! Fire!
Okay, so I think I'm going to have to cut my audio for that fight because of all the swearing. That might have been the worst fight in this game. I hated that. Absolutely hated that. Whew. I hated that. Let's just move on. I'm not going to say more than that. I hated that. We'll raise his HP. I know it's gonna get tough in this, so raise my HP. No! I refuse to lose to a bunch of losers. I'm fading? No, this isn't the way I won't allow. Gosh, you must be Nominee. We're friends of Sora. I'm Goofy. I know. And this is Donald. Gee, how'd you know? Congratulations, Sora. You finally found your friend. Where to begin? Nominee, I know it's not easy, but could you tell us what's going on? I don't mind. It's my fault, after all. I took the people and memories in Sora's heart, and little by little replaced them with false memories that I made. So the promise Sora made to keep you safe? It was all a lie. Sora never promised me anything. Me being on the islands? That was a lie too. This is our first meeting. I was never Sora's friend. You were never anything more than that either. I'm sorry. In your true memories, I was never there. So you're the reason the rest of us lost our memories too. Can we ever get them back? Not right away. If we go to the 13th floor, I can fix everything. But Marluxia... Is that the person who made you tamper with our memories? He said he'd keep me locked away in this castle forever if I didn't obey. I've been alone for so long. So you did as you were told because you were lonely? I'm so sorry. Don't be. Please don't cry. I know. I don't have the right. That's not what I meant. Look, I'm really not happy about you screwing around with my memories. But you know, I can't really get mad at you either. These memories you gave me, in my head I know they're lies, but they still feel right. Like my promise. I said I'd protect you, that I wouldn't make you cry. So if you cry now, I feel guilty, like I let you down somehow. So please, don't cry. Don't apologize. Until I get my memory back, smile, laugh, be happy. It's easier on me that way. Sora... Goofy, don't you think he's laying it on a bit thick? I don't know. Sora's always like this around girls. Yuck. Shut up, you two. Thought you lost your memories. Friends don't forget things like that. Give me a break. There, that's it. That's the nominee I remember. I used to really like it when you smiled. I mean, in my fake memory. But what I'm feeling now isn't fake. It's real. You're sweet, Sora. Well, we've still got work to do. Yeah, let's go get our memories back. Marluxia's up there, so you better stay here, Naminé. Goofy's right. Could you look after Riku for me? We'll come get you after this is over. Okay. Be careful, Sora. I'll be fine. I promise. Obtained Oblivion. I wish I could help Riku. I'm the one who made him suffer. Well, okay. That was quite a bit. You're a nice guy. Why? It's a secret. Yup. What if we have to face Axel and Marluxia? God, I hope not. I guess I'll say real quick, that fight with Larxene, I feel like I've calmed down a bit. She constantly was locking me into combos, and I was like spamming the zeros, and just she was constantly doing it. It got to the point where I was getting very frustrated because there were times when she would do a slight, and you can't play the zero before the slight. You have to wait for them to perform the slights, then you can play the zero. She would start doing her combo less than a second after doing her slight, and I would be like mashing the button to get that zero, but I would always be taking damage no matter what. And it was frustrating because she just would constantly keep locking me in attacks, and I felt helpless a lot of the time. I think that fight, and a lot of the fights in this game, to be fair, I've said it this whole playthrough, but I do feel like I am a defender of Chain of Memories, but it is moments like this where I do feel like I have to take a step back and be like, okay, yeah, I do find this combat system very charming, and I think it works in a lot of ways, but in a lot of ways it doesn't. Because when you're in situations like that, where you're under a lot of pressure and stress that the game is imposing on you, you have to be able to react. And unfortunately, the only way you can react is by just going through your deck and trying to find the cards, and meanwhile, she's just attacking me relentlessly and my health is draining, and you can't help but panic a little bit. It's such a stressful situation, and that's why I had to mute myself, because I was just saying obscenities just because I couldn't help it. I was like, oh my gosh, this is terrible. I'm just being locked into combos and I don't know what to do. It just wasn't fun, and I'll be honest, it's making me a little nervous for what the end game has in store. Whew, just gotta take a deep breath. We'll see how this goes. 13th floor. Let's save our game. Okay, saying the same dialogue. All right, let's make our way up these stairs. Who was it? Who gave me this? It's no use. Can't you remember? I only remember Namine. Do either of you remember anything? No, nothing. I think Goofy and I are supposed to be looking for someone important too. But I can't remember. You know, I'm just a teeny weeny bit scared. Understandable, like, just this whole situation is terrifying. So I would be scared too, Donald. Totally relatable or understandable. Then let's make a promise. Huh? What you said back there got me thinking. It's easier to face the scary stuff when you've got a promise to keep. So it's like courage. That's a great idea. So what should we promise? That's easy. No matter what happens, even if we end up far apart or forget each other. Oh. All for one, one for all. And that's a promise. Oh, that's so sweet. Oh, my little guys. Learned Trinity Limit. Obtained Key of Beginnings. So exciting, so many things. And now we are in Castle Oblivion. Trinity Limit. Inflict heavy damage on all enemies in sight. Any attack card, Donald, then Goofy. Okay, I'll have to remember that. Because it's not like I can program that in my deck. Alright, well, here we go. The final gauntlet. You know, it's probably a good thing that I did so much leveling to get those cards, because being over leveled is probably helping me a lot right now. I want to comment on the way the organization has used Sora, and how, like, Larxene said that Sora was easy to manipulate. And I think that it speaks more to Sora's trusting nature, that he is the hero, right? And he's not stupid, right? This was a really warped, weird situation. I think it would have been difficult for anyone not to have fallen for it had they moved forward through Castle Oblivion. Because, you know, with Namine messing with their memories, it's bound to happen. What I want to comment on is that Sora, as the series continues, gets dumber, and I'm not a huge fan of it, and some people will defend it, and that's fine. I just don't like the progression of Sora throughout the series. And I think this version of Sora, somebody who is true to themselves, but not naive, I think. Naive in the way of like a youngster, but like not naive in heroism and just stuff going on around him. Like, obviously he fell for certain traps here, but again, he was being manipulated. I think anybody would have fallen for that. And it's much different from the Sora we get in later games, who just is kind of a bit of an airhead. And I don't know, I miss this version of Sora. I think he's a character that you really can get behind. Not that he isn't in later games, and KH3 he gets a little better, but I don't know, it just feels like, especially in Dream Drop Distance, feels like Sora doesn't always have a lot going on there, and that's unfortunate. I think there's a lot within him as a character that the games could build on, and I think Chain of Memories does it right, and I really love them for that. The game never looks down on Sora or uses his naivete as a punchline, right? If Sora is naive, it feels more due to his age and not because he's dumb. And I think that's something that shifts a little in the later games, especially because he's getting older. You would think there'd be a bit more wisdom there. And there is the argument of like, oh, well, Sora's just a lighthearted person. But I think as he would get older, like, he could still be lighthearted without being dumb. And that's the part that I struggle with the games, and the later games specifically. So yeah, I just like this iteration of Sora. It's great, and I love his character development throughout this game. I guess I'll say my other thing I wanted to say now, which is that I feel so bad for poor Naminé here, because, like, Naminé keeps blaming herself, and, you know, yes, she did a bad thing, but she was not in a good situation. Like, she was forced, her hand was forced in a way, and not only that, but she says that she did it just because she was lonely. Like, there's a very human emotion there, and again, this speaks to Sora's character. Just his response to that is so lovely and beautiful, and I find that whole cutscene just very, very beautiful and touching. It's nice that Sora realizes who the real enemy is. I don't think every protagonist would. It's cool that Sora does. You're a fool among fools to show your face here, traitor. Traitor? I don't know what you're talking about. Why did you let her go? You and your cursed meddling. He was ours. The Keyblade Master could have been our slave. Right, your big plan. You use Naminé to rewrite Sora's memory piece by piece. He becomes her puppet. Then, using Naminé and Sora, you and Larxene overthrow the organization. Did I get it right? Because that would make you the traitor, Marluxia, not me. But you eliminated Vexen. Yeah, come to think of it, so what? All I did was weed the garden, and I had to be sure you two trusted me. I see. A double agent. You've been investigating our conspiracy from the start. Moving on, I believe you ordered me to rid us of our traitors. I always follow orders, Marluxia. Oh my goodness. Wow. I don't think I have a 1. Oh no, not this again. Oh no. Oh wait, I do have more. Okay, well I still don't have a 1 and a blue card, so it looks like I'm gonna have to do some farming. Screams internally. Alright. I will admit that this farming for cards is definitely taking the wind out of my sails. It's just so disheartening. It's like any momentum I have with the game is just taken away. And it's like I've been enjoying this game. I've been, wanting to play it. And it's almost like the game's like, no, actually don't feel that way. Be miserable when you play. And nobody wants that. I don't want to be miserable playing a video game. I want to have a fun time. And yes, I can struggle, and I'm okay with that. Games can be difficult. Totally understand. But when something like this is out of your control, like that you just have no way of like just controlling the outcome that you get, it's a little frustrating. And from a Let's Play perspective, there's only so much time I have to record. It makes it really challenging to have any sort of semblance of what my recording might look like. Obviously, that's not the developer's intent when making a game, so I can't fault them too much for that. I do think that something else, and I've heard this critique before, and I definitely have never disagreed with it, that it just feels like to get through this game you just have to spam like only certain attacks. I just have a bunch of slights, like Sonic Blade, to get by. Oh, I got an achievement. And like, cool, Sonic Blade is awesome, and I enjoy using it, but like, it tends to make the fights a little one note. Like, there's not much going on here. I'm fighting enemies, performing Sonic Blade, healing occasionally. I don't know, it's... Ooh, that was nice. Oh, please let that be a 1. Nope. I guess what I'm trying to say is that I have mixed feeling about Calm as I get into the end game. And it's frustrating because, like, I don't want to be, a person who's coming here on YouTube just to complain about this game that I chose to play, right? I want to have, I want to have good things to say, and then I have largely had good things to say. But this game is making it so hard for me to have any enjoyment. At least toward the end, and that's really unfortunate. Okay, so I finally got at least one of the cards I need. I should have probably looked at the other ones, but we got a blue one, so I know that's something. So I'm gonna try to go in this room. If not, I might have to stop recording for the day and like continue this episode in another recording session, which I really don't want to do. This game is testing me. All right, so we need a red 3. Okay, we do have that. And then we need 99. All right. So we're going to go with the cards I don't like first. Okay, that was fine. All right. Whew. Here we go. Larxene paid the price for disloyalty. You're next, Marluxia. In the name of the organization you betrayed, I will annihilate you. Go ahead, then. Strike. What kind of game is this? You think cowering behind Naminé will stop me? Think again. Your little mascot can keep you company in the void. Farewell, Marluxia. Oh, I think not. Are you listening, Sora? Huh? Axel is willing to harm Naminé just to get at me. Destroy him. Oh no. Well, well, Sora. Marluxia made you his puppet after all. Never. After I finish you, he's next. Listen, Sora. We've got more in common than you think. I'd rather not fight you. But I do have a reputation to think of. Oh boy. Yeah. That's a bummer. Okay. So that's that. So let me... Alright, well, let's try again.
Gotcha! Take that! This is it! Here! Here! Fire! Here! Fire! Power! Fire! Fire! Take that! Here! Fire! Here! Here! Power! Heal! Here! Here! Goofy! Heal! Fire! Here!
Okay. So that was definitely a scuffed fight. I should have rebuilt my deck before doing it, but we did it. Ooh, we did it. And see, before I read the text, like, what made that fight so enjoyable was that it didn't feel like he was just spamming me constantly. It didn't feel like I was just getting stuck over and over. That was a fun, like a really challenging fight, but a fun fight. Unlike Larkseen. Goodness gracious. All right. Whew. Gotta take a deep breath after some of these fights. My goodness. You're not half bad. Looks like it was worth saving your hide after all. Saving me? What do you mean? Sorry. I'd hate to kill the suspense. Axel! Alright, I think with that, I am going to end the episode because I don't think I want to make the entirety of next episode just me fighting Marluxia, because I can probably cut a lot of that out at the end of the day, or at least cut out all of my attempts at the end of the day. So I think it's probably a good idea to stop here and then continue in the next episode. In the next episode we will complete Sora's story. My goodness, it has been a long road. But yes, it looks like Sora's story is coming to a close, and you know, it's bittersweet because on one hand, you know, I've been enjoying this game and it's been fun finally playing it. You know, it's been so long since I've had this on my list. It was a game I never thought I'd play through properly because it just seemed too daunting. And now here I am playing through it and it's awesome. But also it tends to lean on the frustrating side, especially toward this end game, especially when it comes to doors that require a specific card that I don't have, and then trying to grind for the drops is miserable. Just absolutely miserable, and really just bringing down this whole gaming experience. Yeah, I definitely feel bittersweet right now. I'm very anxious to see what these final fights look like. Very interested if I will beat them in one sitting, because I've been struggling today, and I'm sure Marluxia is going to be really challenging. I also think I'm going to have to rebuild my deck. Like, that's just inevitable. I'm going to have to rework my deck because, you know, like I said at the start of this episode, I sat down and I really reworked that deck and I was happy with it. I truly think that the deck was only good for like mob fights. Boss fights, not so much. You could see I was struggling, and I'm gonna keep that deck because I think it's going to be good for more mob fights and I'm going to inevitably fight on the way to Marluxia. However, I'm also going to make a boss deck. Marluxia is a weird little fight I remember from Rechain, and so I'm gonna have to try to make a deck that's gonna work with him, and I can only hope to come up with something that won't leave me just in tears from the frustration. We'll see. But anyway, thanks for tuning in to this episode. I look forward to seeing you all in the next episode where we will finish Sora's story. But is it the end? Question mark. Who knows? We'll find out. So anyway, yes, thanks for watching, and I will talk to you all next time. Goodbye.